So we will pick up inside Maury's Bar and Grill, just where we left off last time. And just as a reminder, you've made contact with Skinner, and Mac thought he recognised Frost, the guy on the door, so to speak, as being, well, possibly a current, maybe certainly a former member of military intelligence, who are the secret police, basically. And Frost carried a bit of a reputation as being particularly thorough and enthusiastic in his work. Anyway, you got in to see Skinner okay. And the information he gave you was largely about the local drug gang, the Aztec Kings. They're the ones running the drugs in this area. Everyone kicks back up to the Bratva, who are the big overarching cartel running the whole station. What else did he tell you? Oh, yes, he mentioned Claude's pawn shop. That's Pawn, I hasten to add.
Ooh,
Should you need any bits and pieces, as he put it. And he said he'll have a word with Claude. So if you go and see him, mention his name. I think that was pretty much it, unless you had any other questions for him. You found out he owns the Narrow Valley, which is one of the local brothels. And you can get hold of him there, or you can always leave a message with Maury, who's very reliable. The main drug that's being pushed at the moment is jelly milk, which is a very new drug, seems to be quite unpredictable in its effects. And the Aztec Kings are pushing that, and they're set up in a place called the Club Nebula, which is just around the corner. Everything here is just around the corner. You're on a space station, right? So, there's no driving 50 miles to get somewhere. So, did you have any other questions for Skinner? Anything else you wanted to ask him?
So we're basically trying to get in as low-level... We're trying to spy out low-level kind of gang issues at the moment and trying to infiltrate that. Is that right?
Yeah.
And our way in was we are, at the moment, acting as a stag do.
That's correct, yes. All dressed in Hawaiian shirts when you go out from the
that's right.
Can't forget the Hawaiian shirts.
So don't forget them. So part of what we were going to do, I think, was to... I think our next step was we were going to go to Club Nebula, right?
I don't think that had been mentioned yet, but it would, it would make sense.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just finished up our last line of questioning, and we had to.
Yeah, you tried on the last night. Actually, your first night here, you went to like a sort of blue collar bar, and then you went to the Blue Cat strip club.
Right.
You eyed up a drug dealer there who was working fairly openly.
That's right.
So you've spotted one drug dealer already, sat at the end of the bar.
Was he the one we got the information from about jelly milk?
No, I don't think anyone actually approached him. You got his picture, I think. You stuck a photo of him, which was done a couple.
Yes, because we kind of done a pretend we're having a good time, take a picture, and he was in the background, and we made a good roll.
Yeah, you got him, and you also got Hobbs, the skull face guy who came in, and you've learned is the Aztec Kings collector and enforcer.
Cool. Okay. I don't know what the others think, but I'm thinking we go to Club Nebula when it's open and see what we can find. See what trouble we can find.
Yeah, 100%. I actually can't remember what time of day is it at the minute. What?
You're sort of just after lunchtime. I think it was a 1 o'clock
because we met up. But yeah, so. Okay, yeah, cool. Okay, understood. I we'll have to probably kill some time for it because I imagine Club Nebula won't open until a bit later on. Or we can use a crowbar and go in the back door and start. It's no secret. Use the search warrant.
We're a very keen stag do.
So eager.
No, we can hang around for a bit and wait for it to open. Would we know when it's open? I'm assuming there's some sort of like posters or signs or advertisements around some.
Yeah, most clubs are going to probably open about 8 or 9, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can kill some time for it.
Hopefully there'll be some 2-for-1 offers or something. Leaflets lying around and stuff.
Tell him you spoke to Big Daz. He'll sort you out. 2 shots.
So, okay, if there's nothing else for Skinner, then he's got things to do, places to go. So he just says again, you can get me at the Narrow Valley or leave a message with Maury. If I need to get hold of you, I'll get you a message at Mrs. K's. You may remember he's not allowed in her house. She doesn't seem to approve of him or his activities. As you come out of the door, you notice that old guy sat at the bar, staring intently at the door. And as you come out, he sort of stands up and makes a step forward. Again, he seems very eager. And Frost shakes his head. And the guy looks quite sort of upset and sits back down at the bar again. He's nursing like half a pint of Guinness kind of thing. He was there when you came in.
With the same half pint of Guinness.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay. Anything else anyone wants to do?
I've got loads of questions, but I've got no things that I kind of want to do. So I'm following the gang.
What's the questions?
Yeah, I'm curious why Frost is there. I want to know why that guy's there. I want to know Skinner's deal, but I'm happy to, follow the gang.
Well, I mean, we could hang around here for a while and just see if we can pick up any gossip or just approach. Have we talked to the old guy with the half Guinness already? We haven't, have we?
No, you're not spoken to anyone other than Maury, and his daughter Dolores came over to take your food order. You had a burger and fries, I think, each pretty much. And
It was
a Cynthia
go
burger.
and make some friends. If you wanted to do that.
There's a few other people in there. There's a guy playing the slots. There's a few people sat at the table eating. They look like sort of possibly dock workers or something like that.
Is there any way, talking of slot machines, is there any way I could surreptitiously be able to manipulate a slot machine so that I have a good win?
That is certainly doable. I mean, it's doable now, right? People can do that. Then it's a question of what, if any, security measures are on the slot machines. So in a place like this, you wouldn't really expect any. If you're going into like Caesar's Casino, then that might be a different proposition. And have you seen the film Casino?
Yeah.
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Yeah. I'm gonna go and play on one of these slot machines, but I'm gonna give it a once over with my hang on a minute, with my computer skill.
Okay.
To just kind of get an idea of what, have a look around, computer skill, what kind of security have they got on these things? Is it high end? Because obviously it might look like it's quite accessible, but it might actually have some quite serious defense behind it. So I'll have a look at one of these machines just to try and size it up.
What's your intelligence?
My intelligence is 42 intellect.
And is it a master skill you've got in computers?
It's in my train skills. Computers in the list of train skills.
Oh, train skills. Okay.
I've got engineering, but that's probably not relevant.
Okay, no, it just seems to be standard thing. There's no real security issue on it as far as you can see. So you want like a little gadget that sticks on the side or that. I think they were using magnets at one time, I think, didn't they? I think when it was the old rolling one, then it was like a magnet, wasn't it? Yeah.
So I mean, if I can have a think about it, if I can figure out a way of, would I have anything that would let me get into this thing without? I've got an electronic tool set. How obvious are these things? Are they all in complete view, or are there some in more shadier corners?
They're all in a line on one wall, and they're all flashing lights and all that kind of stuff going on. And there's a guy sat on a stool next to one of them, just I would say feeding creds in. Well, he's putting his stick to it, because we don't have coins and stuff with monotonous regularity.
I'll have what I do is I'm going to kind of store the information, and then I'll when I get back to my room, I might devise a little gadget to then build a gadget to then stick on the side and figure out how to access it.
Okay. Okay. That's all fine.
I'll spend a bit of time doing that. I don't know what the others are doing.
Yeah, the guy at the other slot doesn't really look at you. He's just, almost robotically just feeding this thing.
I'll turn to him and say, "You had any luck?"
No, not yet.
Oh, how much you put in so far?
I don't like to think. Probably about 60 creds.
Gosh, quite a lot then. Is this your machine? Is that the one which you play all the time, or would you just take a random pick?
I usually work this one. I don't know why I bother. It's only a 80 cred payout most times anyway. It's the top.
Yeah. So, yeah. I'm going to hand. We had aliases, didn't we?
You're keeping your same first
name,
names.
isn't it? Yeah. I sort of lean over and kind of off my hand say, "Hi, I'm Eric."
All right, Brad. You do notice these machines, they're actually at 100 credit maximum payout.
Oh, I'll point that out to him. Say, well, there's 100 credit maximum payout on there.
Yeah, tax.
What is that? A tax?
That's a tax.
People. Let's see. And who? Anyone in particular that I should keep an eye out for? I'm feeling lucky.
The skull face guy. Normally.
Yes. He certainly looked very intimidating. So you've had a few run-ins with him?
Me? No, God, no. I stay away from him. If you pay your tax, you're all right. If not, well, who knows? There's stories.
So me and my buddies here, we're on a stag do, and we're looking for some fun. What's a really good place to get some fun around here? I mean, there's loads of nightclubs, but do you have a particular preference? Would you recommend one in particular?
He doesn't really look like a guy who goes to nightclubs, to be honest.
I'm asking the question.
No, not really. I just come here most times.
Okay, well, good luck with all that, and I hope you get that magic win.
All right, good luck to you, mate.
And I'll wander off, shaking my head. How far humanity has come, but how low it has also sunk.
Yes, same old. So while Eric's doing that, does anyone else want to speak to anyone else or do anything else?
In the meantime, then, Aris isn't going to speak to anybody directly, but I'm going to basically mooch around the bar, maybe go and order some sort of lunchtime drink, whatever seems acceptable for their lunchtime drink, and see if I can catch anything gossip-wise going on, any mumblings, any rumours, see if I can engage on that.
Okay, all right. You can hear the chat at the table. These people are just finishing up their meal, so they're not going to be around for much longer. Most of the talk is about this issue between the unions and the Stratemeyer Corporation and the possibility of an impending strike or blockade. That was the main item on the news, and that's basically what they're chatting about.
Yeah. Is there anything? Do they bring up anything that's like a bit of a, almost like a not a soft spot, but like a almost like touching a nerve for each side of the party? Like, they're particularly pissed off about X or Y type situation.
Well, they're pissed off with the Stratemeyers coming in and trying to take over, but also pissed off in terms of if they go on strike, they lose pay. And you have to remember, on Prospero's Dream, everyone is in debt. Everyone's running up a heavy bill. So a day without pay just puts you even further in debt.
Okay. Because I'm sort of thinking wider and trying to find something, because we had a little discussion previously that we might try and touch something off between the factions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So maybe there's some angle we can explore here. Do I hear any like dinging from the slot machines? A suspicious kick on the side of the.
No, not yet. Not yet. Tilt. What about Daff and Mac? Do they want to chat to anyone, or should they get another drink?
Yeah, is Frost still kind of guarding the door?
Yes. Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm going to treat Daff to a coffee or a drink or what have you, walk over to Maury at the bar and just say, Frost is paying. And if there's any kind of like look, I'll just give an upward inflection to Frost in the hope that he just does one in return. To kind of, yeah. So
Okay. Well, he looks at you like confused. What?
he does that. I'm sorry about this stuff. It's embarrassing, but do you coffee? It's on me if Frost.
Yeah, black, extra strong if you don't mind.
Absolutely, Maury. If you can indulge us, that'd be great.
Well, Maury will pour him, but he says, in all the time I've known him, I've never known Frost to buy anyone a drink. He must be a good friend of his.
Favourites.
All right. Well, okay.
So
Is Dolores looking particularly receptive to being chatted?
She's picking up the empty plates from the table. The people who were sitting there have just got up and left, so she's just clearing the table away. It's fairly quiet in here now. It's gone sort of 2:00. Anyone who's popped in for lunch is heading back to work, so she's kind of not overly busy.
Yeah, no, I'm. Actually, in fairness, she's probably not going to know much, is she? Yeah, maybe more Daft's probably going to hit her up with some like really cheap line while she's kind of in and out of the kitchen, and then and wait for his coffee to turn up.
Go on then, give us your best cheap line.
Oh, Daft has a very high social skill. Greg does not.
Excellent. That's good.
You clear my table next, somewhat along those lines.
Okay, all right. Well, you're a young man. You're dashing, and you're not obviously rich, but you've got that confidence that comes with your background. So yeah, you can get chatting to her, and she's quite amenable.
Yeah, I think similarly to the way I can't remember whose character it was, wanted to build up a relationship with one of the girls in the strip club. I think, especially if this is going to be somewhere where Skinner and the like are going to be sticking around quite a lot, it might be good to strike up a friendly relationship with Dolores.
Yeah, makes sense.
Maybe see if I can get a number, perhaps.
A DM.
Or, her com.
Yeah, you can get her
email.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, just kind of maybe strike up friendly conversation, just, small talk for the most part. Make friendly and yeah, just get her contact details.
Yep. No problem. You can do that. Just as you're sort of finished chatting to her, Skinner comes out. He and Frost just go straight for the exit and out. They're off. And the old guy sort of stands up again as the door opens and is sort of looking left and right. And they both just sort of blank him and they're just straight out the door. And he sits down at the bar again. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Do we know who this old guy is? No one's talked to him, right?
No one's talked to him.
I'll wander over and have a natter. Take my coffee with me.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. Looks like you missed them.
3 fucking days I've been sat here waiting to see him. 3 fucking days.
Oh, why? What's been happening?
Well, after work, need work. Got to get some work.
What kind of work are you after?
I'm a pilot, one of the best. I know I might not look it now, but I could land a freighter on a postage stamp if I knew what a postage stamp was. That was a bad example, wasn't it? You get the picture.
That's it. I'll flag to Maury to go, kind of get another coffee, and I'll just make small chat and just see if there's any chance that we can. I'll be trying to get this fella's digits.
He looks pointedly at his almost empty glass.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd be interested in. Well, can we keep your details? We might have something for you, but you know,
Well,
stay tuned.
you usually find me here. The name's Tug.
Tug, nice to meet you, Mac.
Thank you, son. You're doing me a big favour. If you could get me some work, you'd be doing me a big, big favour.
Fantastic. You've been doing me a favour, and my friends. We're on a stag do. You can see the stag over there. Looking
Who's the
at me.
condemned man?
He
Oh, is that him?
Oh, he looks happy. Yeah,
He's very faintly flirting with Dolores.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, what goes on Prospero's dream stays on Prospero's dream.
that's it. We've been to the Blue Cat, but we're stuck for places to go. Where would you go, Tug? What's where would you end up if you were us?
Where would you land?
Yes.
Very nice.
Coming in hot.
I don't have time or money for that sort of thing, and I certainly wouldn't go to a casino.
Oh, they are dangerous places. Casinos.
Bastards.
Just ask my first wife.
Have you got a ship, Tug?
Yep.
Is it a freighter or is it a
Yep. It's a TS-200. It's old, but it's in good shape.
bit like you then? Hey.
Bit like me. Oh, bless you, son. Bless you. He's looking at his empty glass still, even more pointedly than before.
Now I'm just want to carry this conversation on as long as possible and not offer him a drink.
Absolutely. I'm going to stare at his glass as he's staring at his glass.
Yeah. They're mean people.
What a stag do. You should be buying us a drink.
Awkward coughs.
Kind of simultaneously as this conversation is going on with Tug, can I, as like Frost and Skinner have marched out, can I just say to like Dolores, like, oh, what's their guy's issue? How long have they been sticking around?
Mr. Skinner, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's, he uses the back room for his meetings and stuff. He's been around for a while.
Been around for a while. Do you know what business he's in?
Pretty much everything, from what I gather.
Interesting.
Steph, can I have sorry, I'm forgetting characters now.
Eric.
If there's any chance to overhear that and he regularly has meetings there, is there anything that you can do to potentially, for the next meeting, we've got eyes in the room, potentially, or?
Yeah, well, I was thinking of just trying to get in there and having a look around.
Yeah, well, I was going to do that. Yeah.
Probably unlikely that they leave stuff in there. I mean, out of character sneaking and all that is not my forte. So if someone can do that, we could have a distraction at the bar or whatever, buy an old Tug a drink or spilling it once we brought it for him, and then attract attention if someone wants to try and sneak into the room and have a look around. But I don't know. Would I have anything on me, Rob, that's like a bug or anything I could use like that?
Not unless you've specifically said beforehand, no. So it'd be a good thing to just start having a list of stuff you carry as a matter of course. And then obviously when we go into something special, keeping that.
Well, yeah, I'll make a note for it for next time, basically.
Yeah. Todd is here, so he's going to be your best one, given that that's his kind of forte. It's going to be your best one for sneaking in and having a look round.
Yeah, someone tell Todd that there's a toilet back there.
He'll get out his Penguin Book of Space Toilets and tick off whatever model it is. Yeah. Oh, they've got the VF57, I see. An optional hand dryer.
Bidet with inadequate pressure.
So, I mean, Kev's not here, but so would you? Is it just one of us got to do this, or?
No, because he's given me some instructions.
Oh, okay, fine. Yes.
So I'm fine.
So we'll have a discussion with Todd, and I guess if he's up for it, then we'll maybe start getting a little bit rowdy, buy Tug a drink, and attract a bit of attention, and then see if Todd can maybe just poke his head into the room and see what is in there. Have a quick look around.
Yeah, he has no problem doing that. So yeah, you want to get rowdy, but not too rowdy because obviously you don't want to get chucked out. But if you start like singing some songs or something like that,
Yeah. Get the jukebox on.
Daft knows a few good rugby songs, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
And just kind of, even tug a drink.
Okay, well, he's very grateful for the drink, and he's obviously he starts drinking that. Is banging in time on the bar as you'll start singing. So it looks like you've cheered him up a bit.
Excellent.
And yeah, Todd is in a few minutes, 5 minutes maybe, and he slides back out again and comes back over to you and basically says, well, nothing obvious that I could see in there. But, you've seen the room, you know what's in there. Table, some chairs, a pot plant, rubber pot plant. That's pretty much it. But certainly it's very buggable. There's plenty of places to conceal something.
You mean there's no filing cabinet with all the secret sort of stuff in it that we can just get our hands on?
You mean like the blueprints to the Death Star?
Yeah, top secret. Yeah.
Top secret.
Yeah. No, that's good though, because at least we know now we can go and get something and put it in there.
Yeah.
That'd be useful. Okay, cool.
And Tug starts chatting to you, just asking about when's the wedding and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And you get a sense as he's talking about this kind of thing, there is a sadness about him.
Have you been married, Tug?
My wife died
Oh, sorry to hear that, mate. That's awful.
a few years ago now. So just me and my daughter until that bastard came along.
What bastard is that?
My son-in-law is the reason I'm in the trouble I am.
Oh.
Daft's immediately checking Tug's face to see if he can recognise him.
No, you don't recognise him. But good call.
Sigh of relief. Who's this guy? Who's the bastard?
Well, you get the story out of him because he seems actually, now you've started, quite eager to talk about it. His daughter married this guy against advice. He's a bad un, and he turned out to be a big-time gambler. He gambled and he gambled and he gambled. Built up a huge amount of debt and basically fucked off. The debt, as he was married, passed to Tug's daughter. So Tug is now desperate to get whatever work he can in order to try and pay off the debt. The debt, because of the way things work here and the places he was gambling in, is to the Bratva. Basically, he owes the mob. And we're talking a couple of 100,000 credits.
Oh dear.
Just as he finishes that story, the fruit machine buzzes again.
Ching, ching, ching.
10 credits. So basically is trying to protect his daughter and granddaughter, because she's got a 2-year-old, the best he can. So any work you can get him, he'd be very grateful for.
I'll get him that drink.
Ah, there we go.
But only a half, yeah.
Half's fine.
Okay. Well, keep it in mind. And
Well, yeah, we're probably kicking around on the dream for a little bit longer, but I'm sure we'll need a party bus to take us back to the wedding.
Well, I'm your man, and you can usually catch me here. So, if not, just ask around, ask Maury. He'll tell you how to get hold of me.
Yeah, amazing.
cool. Shall we move on to the next establishment, gentlemen?
Yeah, from what I remember, it's not super late in the afternoon. This is like our first thing of the day.
Yeah, it was lunch here, basically. So
Yeah.
what we'll do, we'll block things out. So we'll divide into morning, afternoon, and evening. So then if you want to give me an idea of what you're going to do, where you're going to go for that section of time, rather than play everything out necessarily. Obviously, at some point, we'll zoom in if something happens. But if you want to give me a general thing, like Todd, for example, has said he wants to spend some time reconnoitering the area, looking for surveillance cameras, looking at places to potentially hide things, getting the general layout. So he's going to be off certainly for the rest of this afternoon doing that. So if you've got any other ideas like that, I think Eric might have some research he was looking at doing, that kind of thing. So, if you give me a general idea of your plans, then we can work from there.
So I've done some research before on Stratemeyer Corporation, and I did get some information on them. And they develop numerous drugs, most notorious of which is calcifex. Because rapid hardening of tendons and joint kind of leading to paralysis.
So let me just put this in perspective as well. When you were back at the guest house this morning, Saina came up and spoke to you, Eric, because she knows you're the computer guy. She gave you a laptop and said, through this will give you access to our network, and from that you can get into a lot of the station networks. So the Stratemeyer information is quite superficial. That's pretty easy to get, but you might be able to get deeper information on other things that are going on through her. She did say, be careful.
Yes. Yeah, you don't want it tracing back.
But, you know, it's all, as you've seen when you've gone into it, this is quite high level security on everything and super VPNs and all this kind of stuff. So she obviously knows what she's doing. And you know that Mrs. K is a secure sort of thing anyway.
Did we have previous information on OBS and people involved with Club Nebula and the Bratva gang and things like that? Or is that something we need to do some research on?
That you can access, because through that you may remember that Maeve, the captain at the SFPD, said she would help as well. So you'd very easily be able to get access to security records of people and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to spend the afternoon then building a bit of a rogues gallery, I guess, of people involved with, you know, as we go into Club Nebula, sort of focusing on the main figures involved with Club Nebula and from the SFPD kind of side in terms of, you know, who they know is involved, and just trying to get a bit of information on them, the kind of things that make them tick. Anything that might give us an in if we end up talking to some of them that, you know, will enable us to kind of get us on their good books, if you see what I mean.
Okay.
So yeah, basically forming up a picture, a profile of each person, so that when we go to the club, if we see them, we can strike up conversations and, oh, we've got that in common type thing. So that's what I'll be doing.
Yep. Okay, so that's going to be your afternoon. What about the rest? Say Todd is off on his recce. I mean, one or two of you can go with him, or you can think of doing something else or nothing else. Might want to go shopping. New shirts, get a haircut. I don't know.
That's actually what I was thinking Daff was going to do, is maybe go shopping, see if there's any stupid outfits, or like I'm thinking cowboys or something, where I don't know how like publicly acceptable it is to be like armed on the Dream in this universe. Is it like acceptable for people to just be walking around with a pistol?
Yeah, generally, yeah. I mean, if it's holstered and whatever, it's not going to draw too much. You might not be able to get into some clubs, or they might ask you to put it at the door. But it's, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking like if we pick up a bunch of like cowboy outfits or something, where it might be assumed that it's like a toy gun or something.
Shopping for cowboy outfits. Things you never thought would happen on Prospero's Dream.
Picked up the last 5.
A fancy dress shop. Okay, and is anyone going with him, or do you want to do something different? The other two of you.
I've got no real aim. The part of me wants to go fancy dress shopping now. I won't lie. That was my last choice, and now it's kind of become my first. But so I'll probably do that. I was probably going to go back to the safe house and just see if I could wait for the guys, but also see who comes in, who goes out, and stuff like that. But I think I want to go with you, Dav.
Yeah, just find a stupid outfit that makes it like overtly obvious that we're here as like a party group, probably looking for a good time, and definitely like covers us wearing armor / being armed.
All right, okay. And what about Aris?
So yeah, I was only looking to do extra digging really, but it depends what more I can get, because I wanted to see if I could find some sort of touch paper for this whole division on the dream, or at least our part of the dream currently. And so I don't know. Maybe the best option potentially is just to do some research back at the safe house on this point. See if I can find, maybe there's like a bar where one side frequents quite regularly, and maybe it's where their spokesperson for one side or the other side is hanging around a lot or giving a lot of talks or something. Maybe there's a lead or something I can dig up to try and find something to cause some problems.
Okay. Did Daff and Mac, did you want to look at Claude's shop as well while you're out shopping? So shop that Skinner mentioned.
The tech shop, wasn't it?
The pawn shop.
Yeah, you fancy it?
Don't see why not. Yeah.
Well, let's start with Eric. So he's got that information on the corporation, which he can share with you. As far as the Aztec Kings go, you've got a little rogues gallery there you can see. They're the major players. Gregorio is the head guy. Hobbs, is the enforcer.
Yep.
The others have indeterminate roles, though one's called Doc, so
Might give it away.
Yeah. They do have other members as well, but this is really the core of the gang.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for, trying to build a portfolio on it.
The thing is with Prospero's dream is if you get caught doing something and you get punished, you're either going in the cage, you're paying a hefty fine, or you're being chucked into Doptown, which is the slums basically that are in the central pillar of the dream, where there's regular oxygen shortages. It's not a place you really want to visit.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, getting in there is quite difficult. Getting out is virtually impossible.
What's it called? Doptown?
Doptown, yes.
Deoxygenated People's Town, I think it is.
Yes, he definitely been here before. So there's not really much on these. There's some hints of mostly violent offences and assault, but there's very little in the way of convictions as such, which, probably tells you something in itself.
Is there like suspicion of them colluding with SFPD, or?
You can take that pretty much as read, generally. Not necessarily specifically, but generally.
There'll be some bad apples.
Yeah, if they're in organised crime, then there's kickbacks going on somewhere, because that's just how it works here.
And I guess the other thing I'll be looking at is there any more information on jelly milk in terms of where it's coming from, who's producing it, anything like that? Or is it all just kind of a bit unknown because it's still quite new?
Very little, because, you're talking about a few weeks, really. Okay. There's not been any taken for analysis in particular. The effects do seem to vary widely between people just tripping out to people having long-lasting effects, hallucinations, both visual and audio hallucinations. It's totally unknown, the origin. Don't know where it's come from. They don't know if it's synthesized or if it's natural, or if it's natural and then synthesized. So there's very little information out there.
Do I find any what I'd call ins for people in Club Nebula? Any, one of them had a daughter that died, or anything which could emotionally be picked at so that we could then strike up a relationship?
They're more likely to have a daughter who they killed, to be honest.
Okay. There's nothing in there which sort of suggests they've got not a vulnerability, but you could have a common cause if all of a sudden you had something in common that happened to them that had affected them, anything in their past that stands out.
The general consensus, or if there is any med evaluation of any of them, because I guess if one of them was arrested, there'd be charge sheets and med evaluation, will probably be psychotic.
Okay, fair enough. Yep. Right.
And their general background is they are all from this area. They're a kind of group that grew up together, sort of thing. It's that sort of setup, so they're fairly tight. Now, was there anything else you wanted to research about Club Nebula while you're there?
I guess the obvious thing would be schematics and plans and stuff like that.
Good, good. Yes, with a little bit of work, you can get access because obviously it's, well, I suppose relatively new, and it's a space station. Everything is planned to the last millimeter, basically. So yeah, with a little bit of digging, you can get a floor plan of Club Nebula, which I'll show you a little later on. So yeah, that's no problem.
Cool.
And as far as you know, that should be 100% accurate.
Yeah. Just kind of have a peruse through that and see if there's any. Yeah, well, until we kind of get there and actually scope it out. But if there's anything unusual in there, like where the offices are compared to where the main dance floors are, anything like that, then I'll obviously have all that. If I can get hold of that information, then that's what I'll be submitting to memory.
Okay, good. All right. We shall come back to that a little later on then. So our shoppers, our mystery shoppers, you're browsing around the market and around the local streets. As you're doing that, there is something that you hear that is a little bit unusual. It's this. And you see coming along the street quite an unusual sight. It's a group of about 10 people. Most of them are dressed in dark red robes. There's one with an orange robe. They're barefoot. You notice each of them has a bindi in the center of their forehead. They're banging drums, they're chanting, they're banging little cymbals, they're singing. And one or two of them are handing out flyers.
Do I recognize the group?
Actually, yeah, you might have seen these before because they're all over the place. This is, as far as you can gather, members of the Evangelical Solarian Church, otherwise known as the Children of the Sun. And yeah, they're handing out leaflets, they're talking to people, they're asking for donations, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Do I know if there's is there like a call and response kind of, is there a way to address them appropriately that I'm aware of?
Probably not that you're aware of, no. I mean, when you saw these before, that was probably very much a background thing while you were doing your other business, or, as you were being chauffeured to your next appointment or meeting.
But yeah, no, I think I'll kind of reach out my hand and I'll take a leaflet and probably fish around in my pocket and drop a credit or two in.
Hey, brother, join us, worship the sun, reject the tech, man. Be natural, brother. Just be natural.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm so sorry. We're in a rush to our next meeting, but yeah, keep fighting the good fight, brother.
Come and see us at the Great Tree.
Mac will try and grab a leaflet as he's kind of being forced along.
You notice these bindis they've got. Now, normally when you see this conventionally, it's like a paint or a tattoo or a dot. These look like they've been burnt in. As a doctor, you'll recognise. You know a burn when you see one.
Does it look like a healed burn, or is it looking like maybe a little bit infected, or
probably a little bit infected in most cases? Yeah.
And then I think his kind of doctor instinct kind of kicks in. He's like, I'm going to check. Do a lot of these people seem to have sort of open wounds?
It looks like the sort of thing that's not really been taken care of, or might even been redone a couple of times or something. If the burn mark starts to fade a little bit.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, that sounds groovy. Have you got any kind of like community events coming up, or?
Yeah, check the leaflet, man. Just come to the farm, join us under the tree, the great tree. The sun feeds the tree feeds us, we feed you.
Pats his belly and he's like, well, I do like food. So yeah, I'll be there. As I kind of start pushing Mac to further down the street as if we're kind of like moving on.
All right, yeah, you can do that, yeah. Okay, so fancy dress shops. Well, it's a residential sort of area. So I guess there's going to be something along those lines. It's going to be fairly basic because you're not in, the smart area you were before. Yeah, and maybe if you offer a little bit over the odds, you can get something sort of made up a bit as well.
Mm.
The shop owner will be pleased to do that. So if you want something a little more specific, then if you want to leave some measurements there or sizes, I guess, XL, double XL, whatever. Then
I don't think we're looking for anything like tailored or anything like that. I think it's going to be more, we want something that possibly even looks slightly sort of bulkier, oversized, because again, to hide any kind of armor that we're wearing.
cloaks, capes, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Maybe like one person's a cowboy, one person's like a knight in shining armor.
Another one's a road worker.
One's a construction worker. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to go dressed as village people, yeah?
You can get something. Then I'll leave it to you to flesh out the description. But yeah. All right. You might have to come back for it. They'll work something up for you.
Yeah.
Okay. And what else? Oh, did you want to go and see Claude as well?
I apologise if this is something that brought up last session. Do we remember who the current rival to the Aztecs in this patch were?
Yeah. Was Bratva the top dogs, weren't they? Yeah.
Bradford, they're the umbrella organisation.
Well, they haven't really got any rivals as such in this area because we're at the stage now where all these gangs are quite established. And all the turf wars have been pretty much resolved. I think a couple of people said there's friction around the edges sometimes if someone says something to someone or whatever.
Mm.
So there's minor friction, but there's no kind of war going on. The Aztec Kings are here. In the next area along Copper Lane, it's the Razor Dogs.
Razor Dogs.
Yeah. And in the area called Pyongdae, it's the Lung Yu. So basically, you've got three areas, three neighbourhoods in the stretch, three gangs, and they'll all come under the umbrella of the Bratva. They're all kicking back up to the Bratva.
So, Mac, I'm thinking with Eric and Eris doing some research on the Kings, we've heard that there's friction. What if we tried to pull off a hit on one of these sort of captains of the Kings and see if is there any way we could blame it on one of these other gangs, turn that friction into conflict.
Turn a tinder into a fire. Hey, listen, kid. I think that's a great idea. I'm all about a little constructive anarchy.
Well, I think some of the legwork and maybe the planning is going to have to be taken up by you and Todd, because I mean I'm a healing man at the end of the day. This leaflet from the Solarians, is there anything particularly noteworthy on there?
It's details of the local church, and then their big HQ is at the farm, which is a couple of areas around on the Dream. Basically, you'll probably know this before anyway, and it'll also be in the little guidebook that you picked up on arriving. The farm is where all the food is grown, or where most of the food is grown. So it's a big area of hydroponic farming and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Do we have like an indication that a big tree's there?
Yes. It's a huge tree grown artificially, apparently. It's one of the sites. Like, again, when all this was planned, this was going to be one of the big tourist attractions. But of course, the place never quite worked out like that. The Solarians came in and took over the maintenance of that area. So they're responsible for most of the food growing for the Dream, at least vegetables.
Yeah, I'm not a religious man, but I might pop round. Some of them look like they were had some infections on some old wounds in there. But anyway, let's pop into Claude's. It appears to be raining on the space station.
Yes, we've got a drizzle incoming.
This is a public climate announcement. A light shower will commence in this sector in 15 minutes. It will last for approximately 30 minutes. Thank you for your cooperation.
A light drizzle, just to clean the streets. So, Claude Pêcheur, Claude's reused and retooled pawn shop. Claude's a man in his probably mid-50s, quite a squat, balding chap. One of those guys who wears the little things that hold your sleeves up on his shirt, expensive watch on his thick, hairy wrist. Yeah, what can I do for you guys?
Alright, we were just out here on a stag, and we were just looking to see if there was any party favours or anything, and just have a little browse around.
Who's the condemned man?
Guilty as charged.
Oh, you have my sympathies. Well, what sort of thing is you got in mind, young man? What can I get you? I've got a ton of stuff here, and this is one of those places just packed floor to ceiling with stuff. You know, all sorts of things. Some things you don't even know what they are. A lot of electronics.
I'm going to pick something up random and just say, "What's this then?"
That's a portable kitchen and bar. Very good. You know, if you want to take the wife out for a visit, planet side sometime. One of the beaches down on the planet below.
Take your wife out, Mac. Gives him a nudge.
Just a growl. Very stoic. Moves on to the next item.
I'm assuming there'll probably be like a display of like knickknacks, like Zippo lighters or the hyperfuturistic.
Yep. Zippo lighters, yeah, knives, old time watches, digital watches, e-pads, all that kind of stuff, yeah.
Is there any surveillance equipment or anything that could be of use that we can see? Or
well, you can ask him.
hey, just have we stag do? We lose the crowd often. We've got, we had someone lost in a booth last night. You don't have any radios or ways that we can kind of keep track of people, do you?
He has a rummage around. He's got 3 kind of walkie-talkies. He's got an old sort of in-ear comms unit or 2.
Oh, fantastic! We just don't want to lose this guy, and he's going to slap you on the back.
Well, your walkie-talkies are your easiest options. You know, you just press once and talk. They've got a range of about, 500 meters or something like that.
Yeah. What do you say, Daph?
Yeah, sounds good. I was even thinking about maybe just like a dictaphone that we'd plant and then just pick up later to listen back. Doesn't necessarily have to be something we can listen live.
Yeah. Got any of those there?
You mean like a bug or something, that kind of thing?
Yeah, it's it's pranks and hijinks for the stag. It's nothing.
Nothing illegal.
No, would we ever?
Hey, grey if anything.
Would I ever sell anything illegal? All right, he has another rummage. He can come up with maybe like a little sort of GoPro type camera thing and a listening device that he's got in a box somewhere at the back.
How much is all this going to cost?
Oh, wow.
Come on, give us the. Don't do all that sucking teeth. How much is this going to cost? Come on.
So, if you want that, you want like the camera.
Yeah.
You want the listening device. You want 3 walkie-talkies, and the old. He'll chuck in the old comms unit because that is quite old. He'll do that for 200 credits.
How many credits have I got?
One more thing, Claude. We've had some rumours flying around there might be some gang issues. Shall we put it in the local area? And I'm worried about my personal safety. Do you have anything that might be able to say stop a pistol being picked up in a scan?
No, I wouldn't have anything like that.
No? Okay.
No, that's really illegal. I wouldn't have anything like that.
No? What if I said that maybe credits weren't an issue?
No, I wouldn't have anything like that.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'll take 3 Zippos, 2 knives.
I'm going to follow Daph's suit and
Okay.
but with an opposite stance and say, what if credits are an issue? Could we do it? Is there any way that we could help each other out here? Because you've got some surplus stock. I can give you some of the credits, but is there any way that we can pay you back in other ways? I don't know. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
I don't do credit. He points to the sign about, credit because a punch in the face often offends kind of thing.
I'm not talking about credit, I'm talking about favours.
Now, if you had something to trade, then, that's what I do.
Okay.
But, look at it from my perspective. I don't know you from Adam. You come in my shop, I don't know who you are.
That's very true. As he looks through his inventory just coyly, like he's going through his change in his pocket. If I haven't got enough, I'll be honest. And I've gone in way too deep and too hard, and I'm in over my head.
Well, tell you what, you got me that coffee. I'll cover your spine equipment to listen in on Eric on the toilet.
Fantastic. He'll just get a shot of whiskey and then back as if a professional businessman.
Out of game, of course. If you had a mutual friend or acquaintance with this guy, then that might help.
Who do we know?
Does he know Skinner or anything?
Is it Mrs. Core?
Yeah.
Who told you about Claude?
Frost? Pug? Bug?
Oh, so the Skinner, Maeve, Mrs. Core. Who else would it have been?
Laurie?
Just read off the names here.
Yeah, it's just everyone we've met.
Skinner said about an hour ago when he mentioned Claude's shop, I'll have a word with him. If you go and see him, mention my name.
Yes, Skinner. There you go.
I don't suppose you know Skinner.
Yeah, of course I do. Of course I know Skinner. Yeah. Oh, who are you? You're friends of his?
Skinner's very good friend of ours. We've come to the Dream at his invitation.
What's your name?
I'm Daff. I'll reach a hand out to shake his hand.
Okay, yeah. Well, now he's got your name. Then yeah. Okay, all right. Why didn't you say that before? What do you need? What do you want? If you're a friend of Skinner's, I can help you out.
Got anything that could stop a pistol showing up on a body scan?
No, he hasn't actually. Hang on a minute. He goes and puts the close sign on the door, and then takes you through the back. Presses a keypad, moves a section of the wall out of the way, and you go into a back room that is like a bit of a miniature armory. I've got some frag grenades, pistols, nothing that will really conceal in through X-rays, but we've got some stuff that won't show up or is less likely to show up. I can't guarantee it.
I was just gonna say, I was gonna ask, is there any like plastic weaponry or?
He could do you a plastic pistol. Yeah, he's got one of those 3D print.
Yeah, I'll take a couple of them.
Okay. They're not going to last forever, but you'll get probably 20 shots out of it.
Perfect. And then I'll just do that transaction, and then I'm sure Mac, as the ex army man's, probably drooling at a big a big illegal armory.
Yeah, I'll probably be in awe and kind of somewhat more respectful. A man that's got a concealed armory just there. So yeah, is there anything else on offer, or?
Well, like I say, he's got a lot of grenades at the moment. They're very illegal, of course. Well, the frag grenades are, but there's EMP grenades, there's gas grenades, there's that kind of stuff. It doesn't really have, in firearms, it's mostly small arms. There's not a lot of call for like sniper rifles and that kind of thing on the Dream. But if there's anything you wanted in particular, he could probably get hold of something for you. He's got contacts in various places, and stuff goes missing.
See, there's too much choice, and also I want to get Eric an EMP grenade for when we get back, just so he can live a little.
Loving that.
But yeah, so if I've got the credits and these are free, I personally wouldn't mind something surveillance-y for who knows what happens, the way that we can kind of communicate or keep an eye on someone. And a couple of grenades can't hurt, can they?
Well, it'll do you a set of 5 EMP grenades for 50 credits.
Done. Deal. Take my hand.
Pretty good price. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's basically a 10-foot blast radius, which damages tech and any androids or robots in the vicinity. Doesn't affect people unless they've got a pacemaker or something. Could be an interesting way to assassinate someone. But there we go. Or, of course, they've got cyber mods, and that might be an interesting thing.
I was just about to ask, are you including like the cyber mods and stuff from the book?
Yeah, some of them. They're hugely expensive, though. But yeah, there will be opportunities, and yeah.
Anything you want, Daff? Anything else?
I don't think I need anything else from Signor Claude here. But if you could point us in the direction of a nearest pharmacy, just want to stock up. What's your opinion on the Solarians?
I don't buy anything. They don't like tech. They can jump off the station for all I care.
Fair enough.
Pharmacy, there's Patch and Go just across the road.
Ah, perfect.
That's like a clinic, medical shop. When you go to pay, you give him your cred stick, or he says, "Is this your real stick?"
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Right, we need to get you some proper cred sticks. All right, hang on, give me a second. Give me a stick, and you give me a stick. Come here, give me a stick.
Yeah, just hand it over.
He goes back into the shop. You follow him back out. Your stuff's all in bags and whatever. And he puts them into an e-pad and he does some fiddling around. He gets another couple of sticks and goes, there you go. For Christ's sake, don't go around buying stuff on your real name, especially hooky stuff.
There you go.
Well, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Could I get my real stick back as well?
Oh yeah, he gives you those back.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Because it'll explain, the thing is, it's not like you have to carry your cred stick around with you. You have to have a cred stick on you, right?
I wouldn't want my real stick, the other stick back, because I'll get confused. It's two sticks.
Oh no, take it. I don't want it. I don't want it. What if they come in and they find that there? I don't want it. You take it. I never saw you.
Daff, do you want 3 sticks?
Daff will take Max. So as in, are these new sticks that he's given us, have they got like a pseudonym on them?
Yeah, well, again, you'll keep your same first name, but it's,
Yeah.
it's
But even though we all got pseudonyms on our way in,
you got double pseudonyms now.
so we're pseudonym to the power of 2.
Yeah. This is how black market stuff operates on the Dream, because, you're not going to, let's say I want to buy a stolen something, you're going to use your proper cred stick. It flags up.
Yeah.
Everything on your official cred stick is trackable, traceable, and all the rest.
But yeah, then after that, I think just, make our excuses and leave, and then I'm Daft's just gonna head into the Patch and Go and just stock up on like antibiotics, probably flashes, his medical license,
Okay.
and just general sundries for medical care.
You can get stuff like they do hypo sprays for pain, hypo sprays for calmness. I think you've already got a med scanner and all that kind of thing already.
Yeah.
But you want a basic sort of first aid setup.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Anusol.
Perhaps if you're suffering from asteroids, is it? All right. Okay. So that's the shopping trip done. Then is it back to base?
Yeah, back to Mrs. K's.
Okay, and you can catch up with Eric. Todd is still out reconnoitering. It's going to be a while doing that. But now you can catch up with Eric and we can learn a bit more about Club Nebula, perhaps. So, there's your floor plan of Club Nebula. You've got the mugshots from before.
So these are the Aztec kings.
So these are the core members of the gang. They're going to have runners and other bits and people, other people doing bits and pieces. But your two main you got Gregorio Morello, who's the man in charge, and Hobbs, who's the enforcer.
And as we said before, a wild guess that Doc is a medic.
Yes. Well, it also, they're doing drugs, right? They're selling drugs. So
yeah, could be a chemist.
Yeah.
So CR. So you got WC. What's CR? Sorry.
Cloakroom. So, yeah, some of this will probably be obvious from the plans. Cloakroom, toilet. This is obviously your main club area with the bar, DJ booth. I guess back here is probably going to be where they keep bar stock, staff toilets, that kind of thing. Then this stuff, who knows, office. It seems that they operate out of this, so there's most likely some sort of living quarters there, or at least beds or bunks or something.
And it's all on one level.
Yes. Yeah. You've got a main street here, and then there's, again, if you look on the street plans, this is a little sort of dead-end alleyway running off to the side there. And you've got entrance there, and you've got an entrance in the alleyway.
Was there any security schematics with it about cameras or anything like that?
If you want to try and tap into the local sort of surveillance system, yeah, let's have a roll for that, because that's a little more challenging. I'll give you an advantage because you've got plenty of time to sit here and work it all out.
Yeah. Absolutely. On computers, yeah?
Yep. Intelligence, computers, bonus, and you get 2 rolls and pick the best one.
Training is 10, isn't it? No. 85 and 82, that's a failure.
Okay. Well, you can get some, but really what you're looking at is some cameras at main junctions. Kind of.
Yeah. There's nothing kind of internal I can get at.
No, you can't even get anything of the outside of the street there. And if they have got anything going on here or inside, you can't get into that.
Yeah. Well, guys, what I'd say is this is got top-notch cybersecurity. There's no way to get into it. I can normally get into anything, but this is pretty tight. Can't even really get to surveillance around it, let alone inside it. So, yeah. Sorry about that. We're going to have to just go in and do it the old-fashioned way, I think.
Okay, and what is it that we're going to do?
Well, I part of what we've got to try and do is bring down the gangs, but I guess as a starting point, what we're trying to do is just make contacts in there. I'd like to get hold of some of this jelly milk, because it doesn't look like there's much analysis done on it so far, so it'd be good to kind of do a bit of an analysis of some of that stuff, so we could maybe get some of that as part of our activities tonight. That'd be good, just to have it.
Yeah. I'm trained in basic science, biology, chemistry. I could probably run some preliminary tests. I'm sure Skinner or Claude can hook us up with some lab equipment. If not Mrs. K.
Yep.
If you speak to Mrs. K, she'll probably be able to help you on that. The other thing Eric has noticed, this laptop that he's got, as I say, it's all quite advanced stuff. There is, you're kind of in Mrs. K's system. If you wanted to, you could explore further into her system if you wanted to.
What, in terms of information she has, or information that she has on this club? Sorry, I'm not quite sure I understand.
Information about Mrs. K and the setup here.
Well, as I'm feeling a little bit peed off because I couldn't get into Club Nebula, and then it's only fair that I direct my attention somewhere else to see if I can get into that.
Okay. You do remember what Saina said when she gave you the laptop?
That if I fail, she could pick it up, or they'd know. Is that right?
She said, be careful. She obviously knows what computer hackers are like. She's probably a computer hacker herself, let's put it like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit early in the day for that, I suppose. Let's wait until I've had a few drinks, then I might have to be brave enough to give it a go.
Okay.
To be fair, I don't really know what I'd be looking for, just anything that would be interesting, I suppose. I'm not sort of targeting anything.
I just thought, given that you hacked into the AT5 personnel files.
Well, yeah, true. Fair enough, yeah.
Curiosity. Just a natural curiosity.
Well, it's certainly there, but I'm a little bit, what do they call it, belittled a bit by that I couldn't get into Club Nebula, because it's a club. I mean, God, how hard can it be? But obviously, very hard.
You do find out, you can get the official background on it. The licensed owner is Gregorio, who obviously you know as the head honcho. Other than that, there's no real information. You might, I don't think you'd be able to access accounts and that sort of thing. Like here, if you go to a company's house, you can get a certain amount of information, but there's not going to be anything too deep on there or useful.
Is there anywhere in the surrounding area, looking at maps, that's an abandoned shop, warehouse, something like that, where if we needed to, we could take up an observation post to watch comings and goings during the day and that kind of thing?
Not in this section, because this is all pretty much packed together and crowded.
Okay.
If you go further back the other way, Copper Lane, then that district is more industrial estates and old warehouses and all that kind of thing.
That's the Razor Dogs from the notes we've got.
Yeah. That's a considerably rougher area than this one.
Okay.
There's nothing really that you couldn't set up an observation post to overwatch the place particularly.
No worries. Well, there's the place we'll be frequenting tonight.
Sounds good.
Anyone got any requests for the DJ?
I picked up these two, and I'll pull out the plastic pistols. They're
What?
possibly not going to show up on a body scan if on our way in.
Oh, right. They're not actual cowboy plastic pistols. They're actually plastic guns.
No. Yeah, they're real guns.
I was like, the little red stoppers in the bird. Pew, pew.
So Nerf down the side.
Well, that'll be useful. So, I mean, who's going to carry them? How many did you get? 2, was it?
Yeah, I picked up 2. But unfortunately, I am not a soldier, or I was not a soldier in a past life.
Yeah, it's not going to be my best.
I can see what I can do, but I'm definitely not getting these past security. As he holds up the EMP grenades and opens your hand, Eric. Hey, a little gift.
Ooh, look at you.
Yeah. Well, here you go. Take 2.
Wow.
Look after them.
Spread the love. Excellent.
Just a couple of apples for the trip.
Certainly will enjoy deploying those at some point, no doubt. So just to when you show these guns, I'm kind of, is the only person that can really use guns to any effect, is it only Todd, or can someone else use guns? Because I can't.
Yeah, I can use guns. I wouldn't trust myself, but I can use guns.
So they're going to go to you and Todd, right? These 2 guns, is that right?
Mac is the only one with actual real military experience, isn't he, out of the group?
Yeah.
I have got a bit of military background on the skills, so I don't know if that's...
Oh, has Aris got a military background?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we, so with this initial visit, are we going to do anything more than try and buy drugs? So are we going to try and look in some of these back rooms to try and have a look at it, or are we just going to try and just get known first? What do you think?
I think it'd be rude not to explore. It's just how easy is it?
Unfortunately, I can't tell you at this moment in time. I suspect the doors behind the bar are probably just general coming and going, but the ones to the north, I would, if they're going to be like private kind of offices and stuff or whatever they do, they're going to have more security, like card readers or some sort of lock system on them, I suspect, to stop people wandering around, I assume. So unless we can tailgate in, or depending on the lock system, if it's a card reader system, then potentially we could clone the cards if we can get hold of one.
These clubs, you don't think they'd need deliveries before the night, would you? Some beer, or I don't know, take out the DJ. Could one of us be a DJ? I feel like Todd could be the perfume person that you tip a quid to.
in the gents.
There you go. Just for 2 sprays.
How do you want to approach it then? Do you want to just sort of go in, see if we can buy some drugs, and then just observe what goes on for a little while, and then if an opportunity arises, take it?
Yeah. don't think we need to go in guns blazing on the first approach. Do we? We can be a bit sneaky initially.
I agree. Yeah, point and click. Simplest solution's the best. Go in, have fun, cause carnage, leave.
Okay, so you're gonna rest up for a bit, and then when it gets to about what sort of 8-9 o'clock, head down to Club Nebula. Is that the plan?
So tonight we're just looking to identify key players, find any points that we can lean on, buy some drugs.
And if an opportunity arises, about figure out what the locking system is for the doors that I assume are going to be locked. So is it a card reader? Is it a keypad code? Something like that? Is it a biometric type thing? Because what I want to do is I want to try and analyze that so that I can then, once we leave, figure out a way to hack it.
Does Eric have the capacity to clone a card on the fly? Are you carrying a Dolphin Pro or whatever they're called?
That's fairly specialist equipment. Unless you've got it written down on your list of stuff you brought with you, then no. You might be able to lock something up if you've got a couple of hours.
Yeah, I've just got electronic tool set, personal laptop. Yeah, nothing sort of specialist, but I've got enough stuff that I could knock something up. I've got a local a Looky Loo local com scanner. I think we've all got them as well. So basically, I'd have to sort of go back, and once I know what it is, I can then basically design something to then either clone the card or have if it's a keypad type thing, figure that out, or it's biometric, figure out how to do that. Maybe get a couple of fingerprints lifted off something. So I'll take some stuff where if it's a fingerprint, I can lift a fingerprint off of something from one of the people, because in case it's a biometric thing, or if it's something along those lines. Yeah, so I'll take some bits where the kind of devices that are locking doors, I'd have something where I can record pictures for retina scans or lifting fingerprints, that kind of stuff, basically.
Okay. Almost like a forensic kit in a way, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
But nothing bulky, obviously, just something which is kind of on my person that I can just put together.
Yeah. Well,
basically.
it's like now, most tech now, look what you can do with your phone, so
precisely. Yeah.
All right. Is everyone else clear on what they're carrying and what they're not carrying?
Yeah.
Hawaiian shirts equipped.
Okay. We've got 2 pistols in the group. Is that the only weapons?
Yeah, did you want me carrying one, or are we giving them both to... Yeah, I'll just take the one then.
Yeah, I'm happy either way. I mean, would it look suspicious going into a club with guns?
I suppose if we're not planning on causing any trouble, is it worth the risk? Or obviously we're also then taking the risk of being out on the Dream unarmed.
Yeah, I reckon hide it.
They'll be in a plastic holster and all that. I mean,
I suppose, Mac, you've got the final say. I think your character's going to be the one carrying it.
Yeah, let's take it then. Let's take it.
The clubs you went to the other night, like the strip club and all that kind of thing, you weren't searched. There might have been metal detectors on the door, because if there were, they'll be built into the frames. So it could be they've got detectors, but certainly no one was frisking you down before you went into clubs or bars. So I think Daff probably from before would know if you've got an AR strapped over your back, then yeah, that's going to draw attention. If you've got something tucked away inside your jacket, then
Yeah, stuffed in the back of your trousers.
Yeah. So, dressed in our finest Hawaiian shirts and stay press action slacks, we're off to Club Nebula in Decano Street. It's dingy, is probably the word that springs to mind. You've got the main street out the front. It's actually a side street. It's not one of the main streets in the area. And you've got that little alleyway tucked down to the side. There's a bit of a queue outside. There's some people standing outside. We've got a man and a woman on the door as bouncers. It's obviously not a high-class joint. The people who are queuing, who are outside, all look quite young. You're all pretty young, except maybe for Mac. So you know, they're dressed in what probably would be considered quite fashionable outfits amongst younger people. So I'm not sure how Eric will look with this pipe and tweeds, but you know,
We got Hawaiian shirts on and cowboy hats, didn't we?
that's true. That goes a long way to, you know, creating acceptance.
So yeah, I guess we'll act like the rowdy bunch we are in some ways.
You've got the main entrance there, and you may remember from your plan there's that little alleyway at the side.
Mhm.
We've got the another entrance there as well. Let me just bring that
Could
one.
we approach the club so that we come by down the alley by the side the side entrance, and then turn to go to the front entrance? Could we arrange our route so that we do it that way?
You can come from the sort of the other side, yeah. So rather than walk past the door and go down the alley,
Yeah.
you can come from the other side. Yeah,
That's right. Yeah, just walk around
you
that
can
way.
do that.
Just maybe have a look at the door as we pass. You know, maybe stop for a chat sort of thing, but you know, just kind of wander past and just have a good look at the door as we go past. I'm assuming it's locked and stuff. There's no queue or anything like that.
So you have to go down the alleyway a bit to see the
Yep.
door. Really, it's recessed back into the wall. Stinks of piss. You've got a couple of dumpsters. Say it's a dead end. Load of rubbish and all that kind of thing around. Daff notices something on the floor, not far from the door. Something quite unusual. Appears to be a human ear,
Human ear.
just laying there on the floor.
I'll go and I'll probably, I assume I'll probably have like a pencil or something available, just see if I can kind of pick it up
Okay.
without touching it.
Yeah, you can move it around and pick it up. It's a severed human ear. There's something quite strange about it. It seems to have a bit of tech built into it.
Oh dear.
It's not the same ear as the guy that we saw in the Craig Wu, the journalist. It's not his ear, is it?
It does look remarkably like the same bit of kit.
What is it, Craig?
But let's make a note to check in on Craig next time we're at breakfast.
Just having a look around. Is there any blood trails or signs of? Is there anything we can see in terms of signs of scuffle? Has he been dragged into the door in the alleyway, or any sort of evidence of him leaving this area or being dragged away? Is there any way to sort of figure that out?
Not really, no. You, Eric, might remember something about this particular bit of kit and what it does and its capabilities.
Attendee Flame Wire 5 gives enhanced audio reception and records small chunks of audio to its inbuilt memory. So, I suspect we need to download what's in its inbuilt memory.
Is the tag removable from the ear?
Well, you've got your e-pad on you or something like that. You've just got a USB.
Yep. I'll put in the jack and or put it next to it so that it can download it on it's Bluetooth, whatever the equivalent is.
So are you going to kind of huddle down the bottom end of the alleyway or something like that? Is anyone going to keep a lookout at the top?
I think Daft's probably kind of just keeping his head on a swivel, definitely keeping his ears out for any kind of, splashes or footsteps or anything approaching.
Are there any obvious cameras here we can see? Little black domes or anything like that?
Not that you can see. No.
Okay. Pick it up. Is it? Who was it who picked up the ear?
Daft.
Yeah, if we scoop it up and then we'll carry on walking, and then maybe we'll find a bit of a darker part of the alley out of the way, and I can hook up to it and figure out what's on it.
You retreat to the back of the alley where it stinks even more, and there's probably remains of a desiccated dead rat in the corner and rubbish everywhere. You plug the ear in. Are you sort of picking it up by the lobe, or are you holding it in your palm? It does seem quite fresh.
Yeah, I guess maybe getting a tissue or something like that, and I'll kind of just have it in my hand. I mean, I'm not squeamish when it comes to sort of cyber hacking or anything and surgery and stuff like that. In fact, I'm quite into it. So I'll probably have a professional look at the cut. Was it done quite elegantly? Was it just like a saw off? Is it done in a straight line? Was the person doing this a professional, or was it just a hack job?
I think you and Daff would say this was surgical.
Oh, okay, excellent.
Very clean cut. Yeah, it wasn't like a grab you. It wasn't bitten off or pulled off or sawn off. This was amputated.
Yeah.
It almost looked like it's been cauterized to stop it like bleeding out or anything.
No.
Just a professional sort of surgical kind of cut. Yeah, I'll admire the professionalism taken to cut the ear off as part of the as I'm looking at it, and then
Okay. The file loads up, and this is what you hear.
Wait, I didn't see anything. I love Club Nebula. Stop! What are you doing? No! Please, no! Ah! Ah!
Maybe we don't love Club Nebula.
Love it just the right amount.
so I guess part of the conundrum is, was this before he went in or after he come out? There's nothing else on this earpiece, right, that's been recorded before that in terms of files or anything else.
A little bit of music, perhaps some muffled conversations going on, that kind of thing.
So it sounds like he was in the club with it on, and then something's happened. Could we kind of intuit that sort of thing?
Yes.
So there's nothing clear from the audio from inside the club that we've got. It's just a bit muffled and a bit crap.
Mm-hmm. And you're all pretty sure that last sound you heard on there was a dentist drill.
Yeah. Is there a date stamp on the file, date and time stamp?
Oh, that's a good point. Yes. 20 minutes ago.
Well, I'll make a note that I've got this new lovely piece of kit, because might as well make use of it if we need to. But I won't wear it in the club, obviously, because it sounds like that's a bad idea in terms of wanting to keep your ears.
At least wearing one while being a at least known journalist.
Yes, true. Yeah. Let's just keep it on our person for now, but not. I'll put it down my trousers.
There's just a blood stain slowly dripping down the front of your trouser.
It's a clip-on thing, right? I'm imagining a clip-on thing, not something embedded within the ear. Is it embedded within the ear?
It will take a bit of work to get it off.
Oh, okay. I'll just wrap it in a handkerchief and stuff it down my trousers.
Okay, all right. Not in your pocket, down your trousers. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, just in case, you know.
Some people have a third eye. He's got a third ear.
Yeah.
As you kind of sort yourself out doing that, that door in the alleyway starts to open. What are you going to do?
Start whistling innocently and walking round towards the front door.
I'm going to pretend to have a piss.
Yeah, back away into the shadows.
You all going walking around the front.
I'm going to be fumbling with my trousers because I'm stuffing this stuff down it as if I've just had a piss and stumble around a little bit.
Okay.
But I'm going to stay in the area.
This gentleman comes out. He's got a couple of bags of rubbish. He's putting those in the dumpster. You notice he's got earbuds in.
As I'm walking, so I'm walking as if I'm making my way around to the main entrance. I'm gonna turn around and call back and be like, "Oh, come on, hurry up!" And they're not gonna close in a minute if you can't take any longer.
I don't know how brave to be. So I've got a little bit of a urge to do a little plan, which I'm just gonna outside the game talk to. So this is Denk. From the files I pulled, I recognise him as Denk, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I was going to maybe give it the, "All right, Denk, how's it going? I ain't seen you in ages."
Yeah.
Okay.
"All right, Denk, how's it going?" And just kind of stumble over a bit and kind of say, "Oh, mate, how you been, mate? I ain't seen you in a long time."
All right. So you sort of gesture to him. You come towards him.
Yeah.
He's slinging the rubbish, so he's lifted up the dumpster lid, he's putting the bags in, he sort of looks over at you like, "Ooh, what? Huh?" And he drops a bag in and takes one of his earbuds out. "What?"
"Oh, I ain't seen you in a while. It's been a long time since we last had a couple of beers and that together. You all right, mate?"
What? Who are you? What?
"Oh, you remember that time, a couple of weeks ago? It was really pretty wild. You probably don't remember it. I mean, everyone was pretty wasted, to be fair. Yeah, I was just wondering. You obviously you said about working in here. We were gonna. Is there any way you can get us in for free and stuff?"
No. I was, who the fuck are you? Fuck off.
"Don't you remember?"
He puts his earbud back in. That door is kind of ajar. It's like a fire door. Think like, like that kind of door.
Yeah.
It's ajar. He's just stuck something in to keep it ajar. And is heaving the other bag back in and ignoring you.
I would try and, like, as I'm sort of trying to, I'll kind of, and I'll kind of have a sneak peek and try and see if there's anything in particular down there. Is it just like a hallway or?
You can't really see it. It's just like it's open just a couple of inches maybe. At the moment. You'd have to kind of go past him in order to.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I was trying to keep low key, but I mean, like if Eric's talking to Denk and can kind of keep him busy, I don't see why we can't see if we can slip one through the door, or at least kind of put something so it doesn't block the door. But I don't know if I'm not going to be the man to do that.
Let's put you out on the map here so we know where everyone is. So Eric's kind of here talking to him. Were the rest of you already walking round to the front, or are some of you with Eric?
I was just going to say, what kind of lock is on this door?
It looks like a fire door, so the lock is like going to be a bar from the other side.
Okay, so it is. Obviously, I'm probably a bit far over the other side, but is there any potential chance if someone could like jam a screwdriver into the actual like mechanism to potentially, so the door would close, but then it would just kind of pull open again?
Not really. No, it's quite a heavy door.
Okay.
One thing on the dream is the fire regs are, if you'll excuse the pun, shit hot. Because obviously fire on the space station is about the worst thing that can happen.
Mm.
So you can be sure that when it comes to fire exits and doors and all that, these are, it's proper stuff.
Who in our group do I know has got any pickpocketing type things?
Todd's the man.
Todd's the sneaky one, isn't he?
Okay.
And he's currently behind him, isn't he? If he's stood with me and Mac and Aris.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you lot are sort of this side of him, you're not quite round the front of the building yet, and Eric stayed up that. So at the moment, he's kind of got half an eye on Eric. He's standing in front of the dumpster, which is sort of a bit to the left of the door. You probably couldn't get to the door without him seeing or sneak in, but you could probably get in through the door, or one of you at least, before he could do anything.
You could lift him into the dumpster.
Well, I was thinking Todd maybe lift something out of his pocket.
I'd say Aris was going to be slipping into the shadows anyway. So let's say I've snuck into the shadows, the street end of here. I could potentially now duck in to the door while it's open and see if I can find somewhere to hide inside the building.
Okay, so we're going to need a roll for that. Let's roll on your speed.
Yes.
And if you've got any sort of skills in stealth or anything like that, then you can use those.
Here's where the fun begins.
Sweet FA, to be fair. Unless tactics is probably a stretch, I don't know.
No, that won't do.
Yeah. We'll just do speed then, shall we?
Okay, what's your speed?
It's 25, so I'll just do a normal roll, or would you like to change anything there?
No, we'll just give you a normal roll. You're under stress.
Normal roll. Watch this. This is going to be impressive. Ah! Terrible.
What did you get?
58 over 25, so it's fail.
So you head quickly towards the door with the hand outstretched to try and get through it. Denk sees you out the corner of his eye, wheels round, going, "Oi, where are you going?" He's now got his back to Eric.
The boss man wanted to see me. I've got something for him. Can you let me past?
No, go through the front.
Well, he told me to come in through the back. He didn't want anyone seeing me.
Not allowed. Not allowed. Go through the front. Not allowed.
He told me no one was allowed to see me, so I've got to come in the back.
Right, well, he's now placing himself between you and the door, and is a fair-sized lump.
I'm going to say, do you really want me to tell the boss that you were blocking me from getting in?
Not allowed. Not allowed.
I think I'm seeing this is going nowhere in particular, and I'm going to gesticulate in a frustrated fashion and give up a little bit and walk back towards the street as if I'm going to walk back around to the front door. No, I was just pushing me back down to the...
If we're going to leave him there, then I'll sort of stumble past, waving at him, say, "Oh, it's good to see you again," and kind of stumble past and carry on.
Okay, so you're coming past him back to the top of the alleyway.
Yeah, back to where the others are, basically. Towards the front, towards the street, so we can go around the main bit.
All right. He disappears back into the doorway and it slams shut.
Okay. Once it slams shut, I'm gonna go back up, and I want to see what's in these bags.
Trash, empty cans, fast food, wrappers.
Okay, it's not bits of Craig.
Not bits of Craig, no.
Fine. Okay. As long as that's all that's in there, and then yeah, I come that close to escalating quite quickly, but
We could always knock on the door again.
that's all right. Let's just go in and find out what we can find out from the inside. At least we know. I guess he must do this a couple of times a night, so it might be an opportunity we could make use of in the future.
Yeah, head around the front.
Yeah.
Go around to the front.
So, round to the front, we've got 2 bouncers on the door. They're talking to people, so they don't see you come out of the alleyway. And you walk down, and there's a little bit of a queue. There's some people hanging around outside. There's someone passed out on the pavement in a puddle of their own vomit. And in you go. You pay the entry fee, which is 20 credits each, and you are inside.
And we play that on our doubly protected, dubious names.
It's only me and Mac who've got double pseudonyms, I think.
Daph's holding my wallet. Daph's got my stick.
Well, you can pay for us all then.
I'll take it as read at the moment that any dubious activity you're involved in, you're paying on the fake credit stick. Well, not the fake credit sticks, but the anonymous credit sticks.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you want these people to know where you live, do you?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Daff will cover everyone to get in.
Okay. So you're inside. It's a large-ish dance area. You've got a bar along one wall there. There's a DJ booth in the corner, which has a little header above it, DJ Luminate. And there's some banging sounds going on. The place is about half full. It's not totally packed, but it's what are we on? It's a Tuesday night, I think, isn't it? So, it's not really the weekend yet. There's a few people dancing. There's people standing around. There's a cloakroom to the right. There's toilets to the corner there. You've got a couple of doors in the far wall. You've got this chap standing at one. And this one, there's no one standing in front of that, but that looks like it's got a card scan on it. Well, they've both got card scans on. The toilet door hasn't. Behind the bar, you see Hobbs and a couple of serving staff, and that's about it.
Cool. Head to the bar, I guess. First point of call.
Are there any booths or anything available semi-close to the toilet?
There's no booths. There's some chairs and tables around the edge, but there's no booths at all.
Just grab a table. Maybe end up having to shove 2 tables together. Put some more chairs so that we can but just so we've got a vantage point that can see people kind of coming in and out of the low.
Okay, that's the sort of setup right here. It's run down would be see the damp on the floor, damp on the walls, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Once we've got a table, go to the bar and order some drinks.
All right, there's not much of a selection behind the bar. It's mostly beers. There's a few shots and that kind of stuff as well. The prices are not that expensive. So, you can get around for a reasonable price. Not going to break the bank. There's no food on offer. Hobbs is hovering at one end of the bar, just looking out over the room, and the 2 bar staff are serving.
Yeah, get the drinks.
There's about 30 people in the room, dancing, drinking, chatting. No one's taking any particular notice of you, even though you probably look. Well, you'll get a couple of quizzical glances, given the Hawaiian shirts and all that, and the blood-stained pocket.
I was going to say I'll do a little mooch around the room and see if I can, see if there's any little side doors I could slip through. But I suppose the Hawaiian shirt makes me completely non-conspicuous. Probably not a good idea at the minute. I'm gonna go on the dance floor and see if anybody looks interesting. See if there's anybody catches my eye.
There's a couple slam dancing. There's a guy with a nose ring chained to a nipple ring pogoing. There's someone else slumped in the corner. There is a person who actually Daff might recognise from his previous visit. She's called Ria Garvey. She's like a C-list celeb. She's obviously out slumming it. She's got a little entourage with her and a couple of big minders in tow. There's one guy staring aggressively at everyone. It's that kind of, setup. It's a vaguely threatening vibe. It's not a comfortable club.
I know Ria. Does Ria know me?
No, she wouldn't know you. No.
Okay.
I'm going to be looking from the table, and observing what's going on, but basically trying to pick out, is there someone dealing, basically?
Okay.
Is there a point person they're going to? Is it one of these goons that are on the dance floor that's standing there? Is it Hobbs behind the bar? Is it someone else that's kind of actually doing some dealing? So basically thinking of at some point approaching them to get some jelly milk, but trying to scope it out first.
Okay, so it's not like in the Blue Cat you had that guy sat at the end of the bar, right? There's no one like that as far as you can see. However, after about sort of 10 minutes in, you do notice one punter goes up to the guy on the door here. There's a little conversation. There's a cred stick flashed. He swipes the door, and that person goes through that door into room number 8.
So the door's on a card reader.
Card swipe, yep.
Yeah. And the guy there has the card swipe that lets people in and out.
Yep, he does, yep.
Okay. I'll kind of bring people's attention to it.
And you might remember that guy's name is Manic with a K.
You think might be able to get that? Might be able to swipe that?
I think we've got a mission for Todd.
If I'm going to collude with Eric, I might be saying to him, I can probably make a distraction with that guy over there eyeing everybody up, and you might be able to get a read on that door with the distraction.
Sounds like a plan. If we could somehow lift the coding of that through the equipment I've got, kind of basically put something together so that I can walk past it, like an NF thing, lean against it, and it kind of picks up the readings that are needed or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna, drink in hand, assuming we've picked up some drinks at the bar, looking a bit more drunk than I am, saunter over to the staring gentleman in the corner. Who are you looking at, princess? You flirt with me?
He just throws a punch at you.
Excellent. I'm going to dodge that.
What's your combat?
20. Oh, shit.
That escalated quickly.
Have you got any combat skills, any hand-to-hand skills or anything?
I have got military training, and then beyond that, tactics maybe, if you'd allow that, but not really anything standoutish to say. Maybe I'll run you through my plan, and then you can decide what I might want to.
Sure.
My idea is to sort of dodge him. I'm not trying to go for him yet because I still need him for the distraction. I'm trying to dodge him, kick him in the arse across the dance floor, basically. As he flies past him, just kick him in the arse and see if I can create more of it. Maybe drag more people in.
Okay. So I'll give you an advantage because you're planning it. He did catch you out with his speed. Speed being the operative word here, right? Because
yeah,
you probably recognise the signs. That's obviously what he's on. So he was quick off the mark. So yeah, 2 rolls and take your best one.
Oh yeah, there you go. So there's the advantage. So I got a 9, which was under the 20.
Okay.
So excellent.
All right. So you easily duck under this wild swing. You give him a kick and a shove as he goes. He bundles into the couple who are slam dancing.
Yeah.
One of them grabs him by the collar and swings him round.
Yeah.
Bumps him into someone else who spills their drinks. Someone punches someone else. A bottle gets dropped. And
Shit, sailors!
Manic, you noticed, stands by that door. These 2 come rushing in. And Hobbs picks up a baseball bat from behind the bar.
Barroom brawl initiated.
So with that, I'm now going to, because I don't think I've not been pulled in. He's gone into the crowd. I'm now going to come away because I don't want to be involved really in the fist fight if I can avoid it.
Sure.
So I'm now going to back away, sort of. Is there a quieter part of the bar, maybe a bit more like dingy, out of the way where I can sort of hide my face? just sort of quietly. I know I've got the bloody Hawaiian shirt on, so I'm not super, not super conspicuous.
Well, there's sort of corners. I mean, it's not, it's a nightclub lit. So yeah, the dance floor has got all your flashing lights, but yeah, the corners are going to be a bit dark.
I'm going to sort of do a little shrug and then a little boogie backwards into the corner, if you know, yeah.
Over by the toilet or towards the DJ?
Let's go. I want to be closer to the exit, so probably the toilet. Because I don't know who's seen what yet.
All right, what's everyone else doing? This card, by the way, that Manic is holding, it's on a lanyard around his neck.
I'm sort of finger gunning at Eric and winking at him. Now's your chance.
Yeah. Has anyone got like, forgive the D&D, like sleight of hand? Like, has anyone that got that ability? Because I don't want to lean on Todd, but I'm going to say to someone punch me and throw me back into him and see if they can kind of take the lanyard.
Seems like a plan. I mean, are you gesticulating that at me? Like, because I'm probably the other. I think am I the other end of the. Where are you in here? Oh, you're still back by the back doors, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you gesticulate that at me, I'll come barreling back in again and basically spear you into the. Is he behind? Is that him?
It's all kicking off. Yeah. The center of the room is a mosh pit.
Well, just be aware. All we need, so what we could do, because all I really need is to get. I don't need to have the lanyard or the card. I just need to be able to scan it to get the code off it. So it's a matter of getting close enough to him so that we can maneuver it, so that someone might grab it, and then there's a kind of we just need it to get close to it for a
contact and then drop it. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, something like that. Drop it. We could pick up for him anything along those lines, or something a little bit subterfuge, but so that I can clone basically the key code on it, so that then we've got something we can hold against the door and just go in if we needed to.
I'm gonna breathe out and just say, "Come on, let's just get it done."
Okay, I'm gonna shout "Wall of Death" and then just charge into you, push you as hard as possible.
Okay, so you're shoving Mac into Manic.
Yeah.
Eric, are you moving up? You want to?
I'm partaking in that so that I can. And what I'm aiming to do is, in the confusion, is to get my equipment, my phone, whatever it is, to the and then I want to try and land it on the lanyard thing as it's flying about to kind of then record its reading, so that then I can use whatever I've got to then go up to the door in the future and just ping it, because it'll have the same code.
Okay, Daff, what's your role in this madness?
Yeah. So he said he's probably going to go spend the evening trying to get into the club's entourage, celebs entourage, as well as trying to spot any junkies who might be using the loo as a spot to take jelly milk.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll put him over in this. We'll leave him in that corner for the moment. And I think Todd, given his skills, is going to be moving towards this door and having a proper look at that, and maybe then he can give Eric any assistance if required.
Yep.
So you push Mac, he slams into Manic, and this is where I think we're going to need the roll from Eric. Shall we go with speed on this one? Again, have you got any sort of agility or combat-based skills?
Got first aid, scavenging. I'm just going to go with straight speed then. See if I can get this done.
Okay, what have you got?
Click it. I got 42.
Okay, well that's reasonable.
It's just normal roll, yeah? Just give it a go?
Yep.
19 out of 42.
Oh, nice.
Nailed him.
Very good. Okay, so let me just make another.
You and your low rolls. Yeah.
I got an 85 and an 83 before.
Okay, so here's how it plays out. You barrel into Manic, you shove him back, you sort of end up in a tussle in the corner. I think he realizes you're not actually attacking him, you've just been shoved into him.
Yeah.
So he doesn't break your arm or anything. That gives you the opportunity to scan the card and double back, I assume, apologizing profusely as you go.
Yeah, sorry mate, someone pushed me on the dance floor.
Well, he looks angry and pissed off, but there's all this stuff going on around him, so you can easily sort of melt back into the crowd, so to speak. What you do notice is while you're doing all that, Todd has very quietly opened the door.
Right.
Well, I guess we've got to keep their attention out here, really.
Todd looks over at you as if to say, "What? What?
Yeah,
Now what?"
just point at him. Go, go, go.
Go in. Why are you looking?
Okay, Todd's in, and the door clicks shut behind him. Right, so this fracas eventually gets sorted out. A few people are thrown out, a few people are knocked out. Manic goes back to his position on the door here, and these two go back on the door there. Hobbs puts his baseball bat away and resumes scanning around the room. He looks at you, but he doesn't, he's not picking you out. He doesn't seem to notice you particularly. And the evening continues as usual. You get the impression this is not an uncommon occurrence at Club Nebula.
Yeah. Okay.
In fact, one of the staff comes out with a little mop and mops up the blood, puts some sawdust down.
So we've got no chance following through the door now because he's back in the way. Has he got and Todd took the key card with him, I suppose, so we don't have. Or as an ask.
No, I've.
Oh, you've still got it. I misunderstood. Okay.
So I've not got the key card. I've got a scan of Manic's key card. So basically, we can use that like a door key. I can just use that.
I was gonna say, is door 13?
Yeah. Can we go north?
Would that does that work on all the doors now? Or should we try that? Do a little mosh dance and head towards that door, and then see if we can get someone snuck in there as well.
As long as it's out of the way and no one's going to see us doing it. Oh, I could just hold it up against the reader. It's like behind my back, kind of like dancing away. Hold it, just see if I hear the click. So does it actually work without going through?
Yeah, you can arrange it like if these few stand around you and blah blah, and you especially if you've got your back to it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You've set your little e-pad up beforehand, then put it behind your back and press send, and yes, you get a click.
I'm kind of nodding, sort of. I guess the question is, do we want to go in?
Time for a new distraction, people.
Yeah. Is anyone paying attention to this door, or is it,
Not really. No. Most of the people here are off their heads, so there's that to factor in. You've got the dark, you've got the music, you've got the lights.
Yeah, strobing.
I reckon we just wait for a drop in the beat.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of back, go backwards a bit, and then just kind of shimmy in.
Yeah.
Sod it. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay.
If we get, when we have the opportunity, we'll head in.
What you see in here, it's kind of like it's a sort of living area. There's a kitchenette off to one side. There's a table with chairs around it. There's a couple of sofas, a TV screen, that sort of thing. And this pair, who from your mugshots, Cooper and Squiz, are playing cards across the table. And as you come in, Cooper looks up and says, "Who the fuck are you?"
Is it just Eric in the room? Or?
Is in the doorway. Is coming through the door.
I'm going to quickly move to the side and is it Jay? The two in that have got guns, basically. I'm going to just move to the side and kind of just go, hey, just trying to act a bit weird, and then hopefully the others will come in and start.
With an air of too much confidence, I'm going to waltz over and say, "Well, deal me in then." Hobbs said it was all good.
Whoa, I like it.
Oh. What? Who are you?
Well, one of Hobbs's boys. Come on, deal me in. He told me it was sound to come back here.
She gets up and says, "I'm going to go and see Hobbs." And starts moving towards the door.
Ah, bloody hell.
Throw the table up and start kicking off. That's all we can do now.
I'm going to grab her by the scruff of the neck and say, "You distrusting me? What are you doing?"
Okay, you're grabbing her by the scruff of the neck.
I'm throwing the table up in the air.
Table's going up. You're grabbing her. What are the other two doing?
I'm guarding the door.
All right. So, well, it's kind of easy to kick a table over. That doesn't take any great combat skill. Let's just see what.
This is such a bad idea because we've got no fighting skills between us two.
That's all right. I rolled a 9 once. It'll be fine.
Yeah, no.
Right, you kind of catch him by surprise because, it's Tuesday night, he's sitting there playing cards. Suddenly the table's coming up towards him. So he's knocked back out of his chair and the table is sort of on top of him. It's not a big heavy table or anything. It's not doing any damage. But you've got the drop on him for the moment. Aris, have you got any combat skills or what?
Only before, so military background and then a bit of tactics. So I guess it depends on sort of what I'm going to do here. I've got to by the scruff of the neck. I'm almost waiting to see what the other two. I'm sort of holding her, but not necessarily doing too much with her because I'm sort of trying to judge what the other two have done.
Right.
Before I go too far into this.
So you basically want to kind of hold her in place. You want to stop her getting out the door, sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm giving her a bit of lip, going, "Who are you to doubt me? You should know I'm one of Hobbs's men."
Okay, make a roll for me. Just tell me what you get.
38.
Okay, well, again, you've got the drop on her. This comes as something of a shock. They're not really used to people attacking them. You know, these are the people who run the place, kind of thing. So this is a bit of a surprise. You manage to keep her in place. You even push her back a little bit, but you do notice a hand going down to her belt.
Okay, I'm going to knee her in the gut. Keep your hand off that.
Okay, so let's have another roll. Now we'll go combat.
Are you ready for a sweet failure? Here we go. You know, a dramatic fail. 83 for 20.
All right. Well, you know, it's not really a good hit. You kind of give her a glancing blow with the knee. It doesn't really achieve anything much. You've still got an element of control over her because you've pushed her back.
Yeah, still getting in her face, still being like, "Who are you to question me?"
But she's drawing a knife from her belt.
Bloody knife.
Okay, Eric, what are you doing next?
I'm going to jump on top of Cooper and start punching him in the head.
Okay.
Tell him, "You don't tell me what to do." I mean, you know, this is just not me at all, but I'm in the zone now.
I've seen red.
You're going to hit him with your pipe.
We've blown our plan out of the water because our plan was to go in here and just surveil, and now we're in the middle of a combat with people in the club. So, yeah, I'm just going to try and do my best to try and hit him, closing my eyes like that.
Okay. And Mac, are you watching the door still, or are you going to join this rapper?
Yeah, well, I figured I was on the inside, kind of back to the door, so they couldn't run out.
Well, you can get in and shut the door.
You better get involved, mate, because we're going to need it.
Yeah, go for me first.
Yeah, that's it. I'm wanting to jump in for throat punches all round.
Okay. You're in, you can shut the door. So, you know, if anyone's coming in, they've got to have the card to get in that way at least. So, you know, you've got these two are probably closest. Aris is closest. If you wanted to assist there, you can do something.
Pull your piece. Pull your piece.
Yeah, definitely. I want to make sure that our linguist isn't stabbed.
If you want to make a combat roll for me, please, and any bonus for your considerable skills in this area.
Don't worry, this is my forte. Oh my days.
All right, so you make her grab for you, but she's quite strong, this one. So she's got one hand as pulling out the knife. The other hand goes up to grab Aris's wrist around her throat, and she kind of spins him round and pushes him into you. So she's using Aris as a bit of a shield at the moment. Oh, Eric, one thing you did notice, there was a pistol on the table that is now on the floor as you're punching Cooper in the face.
Okay, I'm going to be grabbing that.
Okay, so rather than punch, you're going to go for the pistol. It's one or the other.
Yeah. If I know there's a table, if there's a pistol which I can see, then I'm going to grab that.
Let's make a speed roll for that, please.
55 out of 42.
You do one of those things where, because you've got a double, that's not good. When you step over to grab the pistol, you kick it.
Kick it.
It goes under the sofa.
Classic. I've kind of had an Ash Evil Dead moment. It's
However, your man Cooper is still on the floor, disentangling himself from this table. You really have taken him totally by surprise.
Could I lift up the table and hit him with it while he's on the floor?
Yeah. You can now come back and try that. That'll be kind of like the next round.
Okay, yeah, okay, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to make another speed roll, then we'll start with you, then we'll work round to the others.
12 out of 42.
Well, as he's scrambling to his feet, you pick up this table. It's a cheap,
Yeah.
But nonetheless, you hit with all your might. What's your strength, by the way?
32.
Okay. Just make a strength roll for me, please. Will you just tell me what you get?
I rolled a 1 out of 32.
Bloody hell.
1.
I can have it.
Oh, my word. All right. What would you like to happen?
Okay, yeah, I lift up the table and I swing it around, and he's kind of just sitting up as he's sort of coming up, and it just makes a complete kind of, it whacks him on the side of the face as he's sitting up, but it spins his head and it jerks it so that he kind of, well, depending on how much damage he's going to do, but effectively breaks his neck as he's kind of sitting there like, and it kind of takes him out.
Wow. How about that? Let's put him there. Yes, he's out for the count. He might be dead, he might be alive still, but he's certainly not going anywhere. So we've had fancy dress, and now I've got a list of exotic sci-fi weapons here, and you hit someone with the table.
I rolled a 1.
And
Awesome.
you've done better with that than anyone else with laser pistols or anything else. Marvellous. Okay, so let's go over to our others. Aris, what's your speed? Mac, what's your speed?
25.
Yeah, 43.
Okay, Mac, you can get a hit in first. You kind of shove Aris out the way and say, look, let me deal with this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Punch straight to the ovary. Here we go.
Oh, that's just nasty.
That's vindictive.
Right, you take a swing and miss completely. Dear, oh dear.
Look, I don't have to do this again, so make sure you get it right this time. The computer hacker guy is obviously a ninja.
Right, so that leaves Aris. She's going to go before you. The knife is out now, and she's stabbing it towards your guts. But you manage to twist aside. It might make a little rip in your Hawaiian shirt there, but you don't get stabbed.
Oh, I'm absolutely fuming about that. That Hawaiian shirt was, I'd been lent that by Daff, and he's going to be deeply upset that I've got one of his shirts damaged. So I'm going to go for a headbutt.
All right, roll away.
Oh no! 33. Oh.
Right. Well, it's not a high fumble. It's a it's a kind of lowish fumble, but yeah, you miss and you kind of make contact, but glancing contact, and you come out worse off on it. So you're not going to take any damage, but you do stun yourself for a little bit.
Yep. No.
Okay. So next round, Eric.
I am going to reach under the sofa, pick up the gun, point it at Squiz, and say, "Put the fucking knife down and sit the fuck down." I'm pretty about sort of 6-7 feet away, but just basically, I'm gonna sort of said, "I've done you, mate. I don't want to have to do you," and drop the knife. Basically, trying to intimidate her into just sort of like, "Oh, okay." There's 3 of us around her basically, and I've got a gun now.
Okay, how close are you going to get?
How loud is that shot going to be?
We're in a nightclub. These are these are pistols that are designed to not go through a lot of stuff. So it's like a 2-2. It's not going to be that loud. She starts shouting and stabs again with the knife.
Yeah, okay. Shoot her.
Let's have a combat roll then.
18 out of 37. Take that.
You catch her in the shoulder. It's the knife shoulder, so she drops the knife. Now there's not a lot of power in these slugs, but she goes back into the wall. It's not blowing her shoulder off like a magnum or something, but probably a broken collarbone, something like that.
Take that, Squiz.
Yeah, she's against the wall. She's obviously in shock, and blood starts blooming on her out of her top.
Right, now boys, I've done all the hard work. Get in there, sort it out. I don't want to have to rescue again.
Mac?
But if it's me, I'm going to punch it exactly where the slug hit. Just double down on the same spot.
Okay, roll away. I'll give you an advantage on that. You can have another roll because she's been shot.
I appreciate the sympathy roll, and I'm going to take it. So here we go. 4 for 4.
Oh, bang on. Hello. 45 out of 45.
All right. Technically, it's a foul, but I'll give you it. You give her a punch anyway. It might not be a full-on punch, but you give her a punch. So, she screams and she drops to her knees because, you've just punched into a broken bone. So,
Yeah.
The knife is on the floor. She's still active. She's screaming.
Yeah, for lack of, if I've got an action to kind of kick away the knife, if not, I'd just, kind of make way for, yeah.
Yep, you can do that. No problem.
I'd like to grab the knife if possible, to be fair.
All right. Okay.
With the intention of, if she's down and she's stunned now, I want to go and cut up the sofa and make some makeshift binding.
All right. So between the three of you,
Or something.
you can gag her. You're securing her hands as well, I take it?
Yeah.
And the feet. All right. No one comes through the door or anything else. Maybe loud noises and screams are not uncommon here. So doesn't seem to have attracted any attention.
Can we check on the other chap? Just, is he dead? Is he not dead? Do we need to take precautions of him in the sense of tying him up as someone able to, I don't know, check up?
At the very least, he's got a broken jaw, maybe a fractured skull. So it's certainly unconscious.
Well, is he still breathing?
If you want to closely inspect him, yeah, you can see he's still breathing, barely. Very shallow.
Probably precaution-wise put a gag on him and at least tie his hands behind his back as well with bits of shredded sofa.
Smash up the furniture or what?
Yeah. It's like, oh, guys, what a cash out.
That's a good point to leave it. Yeah, every threat has been resolved for the moment.
Eric bailed us out there. Good on you, Eric.
Never underestimate a computer geek.
Just keeps going into a trance, but like, if it bleeds, we can kill it.
Eric the Viking. That'd be his new name.